So let's talk about non-toxic wood cutting boards. I thought I'd go to my local home goods store to show you some great options. I've gotten a lot of questions recently about how the glue used in some wood cutting boards could be toxic, and that is potentially true. However, I'd like to remind you that the chemicals used in that glue are almost all also used in plastic. So even if your wood cutting board has lots of glue, and most don't, it will still be a tiny fraction compared to the amount that you will ever ingest using a plastic cutting board. However, you can easily avoid any glue at all by going for one solid piece of wood if possible. And as you can see, there are tons of options at Home Goods. Now, I did come across quite a few cutting boards that had a Prop 65 warning label on them. Now, this could actually be from the glue that's used to piece these together. And I noticed that it was only the bamboo cutting boards that had this Prop 65 warning label. These pieces may also be treated with formaldehyde in order to preserve it. So in general, bamboo is also not as antimicrobial as other kinds of wood. And so you might want to instead go with an olive wood or a beautiful acacia wood instead. And even if you do get a cutting board that has multiple pieces of wood glued together, just take a look at how much would ever come in contact with your food. It's really not that much, especially compared to the amount of plastic that researchers have estimated that we eat from our plastic cutting boards. Lastly, maintaining a wood cutting board is so super easy. Turn on the hot water in the sink, drop a touch of soap on your scrubby brush, not the board itself, and then give it a vigorous quick scrub and you're done. I know that lots of cutting board companies say that you need to oil your boards, but honestly, I have never oiled any of my boards and they all still look gorgeous. All in all, there were so many great options of cutting boards. Every single piece here was under $50.